another milestone. Check this out. Chestnut Knob Shelter. I wish I could have timed it that I stayed here, but unfortunately it's midday, so I'm gonna have to keep going on. 2-foot tour. Once again, so many videos, so many YouTubers, and here I am, standing right inside of it. Amazing. Another major milestone, check. Still walking the Appalachian Trail. Holy shit. It'll be 575 miles at the end of today. Still going. Wedge heading north. Blaze on. Almost forgot another feature about this place. That's the view. Well done, Virginia. I'm enjoying this. Good job. So, here's a little problem. I'm starting to feel pressure. Not from home. Cindy told me to take as long as I want. She's fine. Took a few days off. Needed to take a few days off. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I was injured. And I was getting infections, and my leg hurt, my knees hurt, and I was pushing too hard. So I really needed to take a break. Now, everybody that I was hiking with, except for Rhetoric, who also had his own issues that he had to come off the trail for a few days himself, everybody that I was hiking with was like 80 miles north of me. So for some reason, I'm feeling a pressure that I need to catch up to him. And I don't. I really don't. I mean, my whole plan was to do most of this hike by myself to begin with. But there's this slight feeling that I got left behind, so I need to make up that difference. And I don't. I really don't. This is, it's the journey, not the destination. And I never wanted to rush to get this done because, knock on wood, this will be the only time I do this. I mean, maybe I'll do it with one of my kids later, but if I can knock this bastard off in the first shot, then I can say I have the accomplishment. And if I decide to go back to it another day, then I'm just adding on to the accomplishment. But I've heard of people talking about this in the past where they felt pressure that they had to move faster in order to get there to the date. As of right now, we ran the numbers. I should be getting there, Catan that is, knock on wood, without injury or, personal issues, with family or, anything that could get me off trail, mid-August, which is a great time, It'd be about, just about a 6-month journey, which, I'm pretty sure is fairly average. I'm not a super hiker. I'm not ultralight. I'm not any of that. However, this new bag is incredible. Gossamer gear, I am really impressed with that. And this new fanny pack has performed really well. Mountain Blaze. We had major downpours the other day. Really raining hard, got hypothermic, but everything in my fanny pack stayed dry. So it was definitely a vouch for the company because I had all my electronics and stuff in there and they were dry. So, this really holds up. They use high quality fabrics and zippers and the whole nine. So check them out on Mountain Blaze on Etsy. But getting back to what I was saying, I was already starting to make plans not to take days off, to narrow in, do 8 miles, and then take the rest of the afternoon to take care of my stuff, and then immediately get back out on trail. But that's a bad idea. That's how you get hurt. Rushing is how you get hurt. Like right now, my pace is, about 2 miles an hour, which is probably what it should be. I mean, it's not fast, it's not slow, it's right down the middle, which everything about my hike really comes out to being right down the middle. Like I said, I'm not trying to break records, but I'm also not trying to be the slowest person on trail. That being said, I just got to talk myself into not feeling the pressure of other people, being that this is a solitary journey to begin with. And if people are around, that's great. It really is. I really enjoy hiking with other people. I like the camaraderie. I like hanging out in the shelters and all that stuff. But I've been alone a lot in my life. I've traveled alone, done a lot of things alone. So it's not that big a deal if I end up in the woods, sleeping by myself. I've already done it a couple of times. I just have to let go of the pressure of feeling I'm under a time frame or a schedule. I mean, that's a part of living in the matrix. If you ever need any research for doing the Appalachian Trail, look up a book called Pushing North by Trey Frey. Amazing book. And he talks about everything, like psychologically and physically, and he really breaks it down in a way that a person like me can understand it. He's not using like overly scientific terms that are, a foot long. He really talks about it in a way that makes the average person understand how to deal with this trail. I've read the book 4 or 5 times. I've listened to it a bunch. When I actually start getting where I'm feeling in some sort of weird rut out here, where he talks about this thing with the elephant and the rider, when my elephant starts taking control, I actually start listening to his book in my earphones. And it kind of grounds me again. It brings me back down, which is funny because I've deployed numerous times. I've been away from home a lot in my life. And for some reason, this trip is a little bit more psychological than, going on a deployment. Probably mainly because when you're deployed, you have no choice. There's an end date and you know exactly what's going on. For me out here, there is no end date. It's when I finish. And I think that messes with me, but I really got to break that because, I'll stay out here until it's done. It doesn't matter if I get done in August or September or late July. It doesn't matter. It's really about finishing. It's not really about the day you finish. And it's definitely not about rushing because this is gorgeous around here right now. And if I was rushing, I wouldn't be paying attention to it. I wouldn't be looking around at all these mountains. So, all the story is, take your time, enjoy the journey, or I should say, savor the journey, like Early Riser does. So thank you, Early Riser 7-1, for your insight on doing this trail. It's helped me considerably, especially when things get tough, reminding myself that I'm not a victim of something. I'm just in the environment that it would have happened in anyway. He talks about being cold and in the rain, which I dealt with the other day. But the reality is, whether I was walking on that trail or not, it was going to rain that day. And that's the weather that was going to happen at that moment right there. So I wasn't a victim of what was happening. I was just a part of it. And thinking that way really gives you some perspective on how to handle horrible weather, beautiful weather, because whether I was on this pasture right now, right here, it was going to be a sunny, beautiful day, whether I was here or not. Does it benefit me that it's a gorgeous, beautiful day? Absolutely. But if it was downpouring and rainy, you just move on. It was going to happen whether I was here or whether I was not. So that type of attitude, that type of thought process, it makes it real easy to deal with good weather, bad weather, people moving on, people sticking around, and people wanting to spend time with you. So now that I've rambled on for a little bit, still heading north, still blazing on. And I still listen to Trey Frey's book quite frequently when things get tough. So check it out. It's called Pushing North, Trey Frey. He also has a great channel, Early Riser 7-1. If you're planning on doing this trail, watch his series and read that book. Blaze on. So, here, and the bridge is out, because that's it right there. Used to go right across there. So now, I'm going to have my first fording experience on the Appalachian Trail in Virginia, which is actually kind of cool because it's a really hot day and I can't wait to get my feet wet. However, nah, it looks so good. Real question is, do I want to put my Crocs on, or do I just want to tough it out and go through? All right, here we go. Fording the first river in Virginia. All right, that was a little bit cold. That's okay. Made it across. We're alive. Didn't die. So life is good. Next obstacle. There it is. No problem. So, that was a 21-mile plus day today. Trail was really good. Making my way to the quarterway in. There's cows. Hey, cows. It was a good day. It was really sunny. I can't wait for the leaves to get on the trees because it's starting to get warmer. And cows are frolicking. It's starting to get warmer, and I would really appreciate the leaf cover. But other than that, there was a lot of ups and a lot of downs. It was obviously the same route that my grandparents took to school because it was up hills both ways. But other than that, it was a beautiful day. Got to see a lot of great stuff. Ran into a lot of other through hikers. And it's just a tad long for me. I think my sweet spot's about 18. But we made it, and as the sun stays up longer, I think I need to start staying out longer on the trail. So we did it. It was a good day, and now I'm about to get to the quarterway. Plays on.